So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cameron and today I am at my outdoor workbench and I'm just finishing off the 5-frame Nucs that I've been building over the last few days, and I just want to briefly go through how I do it. I watched a few videos on how a few guys did it. I want to have a disclaimer. I am by no means a carpenter. I know how a measuring tape works ish, so I just found the simplest way of doing it for a 5-frame Nuc here in the south. We're in North Georgia. So I used 3/4 inch exterior plywood, and like I say, I've made 8. You get 4 per 8 foot by 4 foot sheet with very little waste wood. So I started off with the bottom, and the bottom is 7.5 inches by 22 inches. I've made them with a landing board. I don't know whether you can see that, guys, but I'll show you that later. So we've got the bottom there, and then the two sides are 11 by 20. Okay, 11 by 20 on the sides. The back is 7.5. No, that's the bottom. The back is 11.5 by. Sorry, the back is 11 by 9 inches. And then the front, because I've got a landing board and somewhere for the beast to go in. I did see the ones where you drill a hole. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, but I just think it's easier for the bees with a little landing board. So the front 9.5 by 7.5, 7.5 inches wide, 9.5 inches tall. And then to get the frames to sit, I just cut out little 1/2-inch pieces that just sit on the inside of the front and the back, and then the frames just sit down on that. And I'll show you in the inside this one. This is the top. Top is 11 inches wide by 22.5 inches long. And the reason why I did it that way is not only for overhang, for weather, but also so that I could centralize it with just two pieces of wood, one on the front, one on the side. And when I put it on, and I make sure those two pieces of wood are touching both sides, then it's centralized. Okay, I'll just show you. 5 frames. First one I made was 6 frames. Got one for free. And like I said, that insert just sits 1/4 inch down and keeps them frames just below the top edge. And I am going to drill for feeders, so I can put feeder tops on. Also, just 2 pieces of 2 by 2, and all these are for is one on the front, one on the back, just for lifting it, moving it around if I have to need it, if I have to move it, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this. I'm using just a very cheap electric brattle gun. I'm only using inch and I think they're 1 3/4 inch, because that's all I've got. But if you put enough in, and sometimes you may need a little bit of wood glue, if you put enough in, it's holding fine. So I'm going to start putting this together. I'll speed it up just a little bit so that you don't see all the mistakes I make when I'm stabbing myself with the brattle guns. Okay, let's go. So hey guys, once I'm happy that everything's on and there's no huge gaps, if you've got little gaps because you're a terrible carpenter like I am, don't be concerned. The bees will find it and they'll just fill it up with propolis. But like I say, it's a 5 frame nuke. I've made 9. Once I'm at this stage, I give it 2 layers of external paint. The only part of the inside that I go is just into the entrance, just to keep so that when the water hits the landing board, it doesn't splash into the inside and start causing an issue with the wood inside. So I go about 1 inch just inside the front, and I do that on all my hives, even the big ones that I construct. So let's get a couple of layers of paint on it, and we'll get it signed up with Scores and Bars sign that I've got, and it'll be ready to go down with the others in the garden. So let's get some paint on it. So hey guys, once I'm happy that I've got 2 layers of paint all over, and also I forgot to mention, I always paint the inside rim just in case you get some water gets into there. I paint the lids an aluminum silver. That's just my preference. All my honey production hives have the tin lids, so this just looks nice in the yard when it's all the same colour. So let's get it marked up. Use our stencil that I got from BJ at Scores and Bars. If you watch one of our previous videos at Hive Life, you'll see I got to meet him. Super nice family. But just very quickly, it's not artwork, it's just putting your name on the side so people know whose hives they are, and that's it. Bees tree bees. So he's ready to go. He's ready to go down into the garden with the rest of them. So guys, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks to all our subscribers. We're still gaining many subscribers over the first few weeks of this year. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you even more for your comments. I always need people to leave a comment if I'm making a mistake, because if I'm making a mistake, it's because I don't know I am. So if you see me making a mistake, I'm not talking about carpentry. I'm not talking any carpenters out there. I apologise. I'm just a beekeeper. Okay. But yeah, if you watch the video and you think, oh, you're doing that wrong, Cameron, with the bees, drop a line, let me know. One of the things I learnt so much last year was people leaving comments and telling me how to do things in a better way, a smarter way, a cleverer way, a cheaper way. But that's all I've got, guys. We're starting to warm up now. I mean, it's a balmy 65 degrees right now. So I'm going to go into a couple of the hives. Once I'm happy that we're in our lows, or if we have a few days of mid 60s to 70s, I'm going to go in and have a look at the couple of the hives that at the end of last season there was a concern with resources and a concern with volume. So I'm going to take a quick look at those 2 guys, and if they need some, obviously I can't do nothing about the volume now, but if they need some sugar, I'm going to put some sugar on the top of the frames. But that'll be the next video, probably the next few days. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your subscription. Hit the notification button so you know that when we make a new video. Click a like and I will see you on the next video.